Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we'll be learning how to make this cute top. This is a continuation from my previous video. If you haven't watched that, I'll drop the link in the description so you can go watch that before you join us on this video. So guys, we'll be starting with the front piece. You're going to add half inch on the cups part, half inch on the lower part, and half inch on that part. So guys, we won't be adding any allowance on the side front and the center front. That is because we had already added all the allowance we needed while cutting the pattern. So guys, the front piece is cut in two pieces, and then this is the cups part, and for the cups part I cut 4 pieces of these cups, and we did not add any allowance because we had already added all the allowance we needed on the pattern. This is the back piece, added half inch on the neckline and half inch on the lower part, and then I went ahead to notch my darts, and for this back piece I cut it on fold, so it is just one piece, and this is how it looks. The next thing to do is to go ahead and cut the sleeves, and for my sleeves I want my sleeves to be very long. I have my fabric folded into 4, and then I went ahead to mark my desired length. You can decide to use any desired length or desired sleeve design of your choice. So guys, I wanted mine very long. I went ahead to mark 32 inches. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. So guys, I'll just go ahead with my free hand to create my sleeve curve, and then I cut that part out. For the width of my sleeve, I used about 14 inches on fold. So I'll just go ahead to cut out my sleeves, and then this is how it looks. Then I'll just go ahead to trim off the edges. I'll be using elastic to reach the sleeve, but I'll do that later in the video. I'll just set this aside, and then I'm going to work on the front piece. This is the center front. I'll just go ahead to mark out 2.5 inches on the top and the lower part, and then I'll use my rule to connect the points. So after connecting the points, I'll repeat the same step on the other front piece, and then I'll go ahead to fold in by half an inch and then 1 inch again. But before I do that, I'll add interfacing to that 2.5 inches part that I marked. So this is the interfacing I use. This is paper gum. It has glue on the other side, so I'll just go ahead to iron it on that 2.5 inch part, and then I'll go ahead to fold in by half inch and then fold again by 1 inch, and then I'll come and show you guys how it looks. So guys, this is it when I was done folding in. That place is going to serve as our button allowance. So guys, I'll just go ahead to turn it over and then sew inside. That's the upper part. Okay, just watch carefully. I'll just go ahead to flip it like so, and then I will sew that part like so, and then I will turn it over. This is how it looks after I was done sewing and turning over. We'll head on to the cups part now. I'll just go ahead to sew the upper part of my cups. I'm sewing 2 cups together, one for the main fabric, the other one for the lining. So this is how it looks after I was done. Then I'll go ahead to mark out about 1 inch from the top part of the cup. Then I'll connect it, and then after that I'll just go ahead and sew that part. So I will repeat the same step for the other cup. Then I'll also go down by half inch from that 1 inch I came down by, and then I'll still connect it, and then I will sew it. So this half inch is going to serve as our elastic channel. I'll just go ahead to stitch this and then show you guys how it looks. So guys, this is how it looks after I was done stitching the both cups. So the next thing I'll do is to go ahead and pass my elastic into the channel. So guys, I just go ahead to cut my elastic. I'll use about 7 inches and I'll cut 2 of this, and then I'll just go ahead to pass it into the channel using my safety pin. Just watch carefully to see how I will do this. So I will repeat the same step for the both cups. So when I'm done passing it, I'll just go ahead to secure with either a stitch, or you can use pins to secure each side of your channel. So guys, I repeat the same step for the second cup, and this is how it looks. I'll go ahead to sew a loose stitch on that part on both sides of the cup. For me, I'll be using a bra cup for mine because I want some kind of volume on the bust area. But if you don't want that, it's fine. You can just go ahead to sew a loose stitch on the other side of the cup so you can gather it. So I'll just go ahead to sew the loose stitch after fixing my cup, and then I will go ahead to gather it. So guys, this is how it looks after I was done. So I will repeat the same step on the second cup so you guys can see. If you are busty, you don't necessarily need to add a cup to yours. I just wanted mine to have some kind of volume on the bust area because I have a small bust size. So guys, after that, I'll just go ahead to fix the cup. We'll sew by 1/2 inch. Just go ahead to sew it like so. So I'll repeat the same step for the other part of the front piece and then show you guys how it looks. So guys, this is how it looks after I was done fixing the cups. I also went ahead to stitch down the button allowance, and this is how it looks. So we're going to set that aside and work on the back piece. So for the back piece, I'll just go ahead to finish my neckline with a bias tape. You can use a bias tape or facing, but I'll do mine with a bias tape, and then I'll go ahead to take my darts. I had already notched my dart point. I'll just take this to sewing machine and sew that down. So guys, this is how it looks after I was done hemming the neckline and also taking my darts. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and join the front and back pieces. So guys, I'll just go ahead to join with the initial allowance I took while cutting. Let's go ahead to join that on the both sides of these pieces. So guys, this is how it looks after joining. You can see. So you're just going to finish the lower part either by using a bias tape or folding it in. I'll set it aside and work on the sleeve. So for the sleeve, remember I told you guys to be using elastic to ruche the sleeve. First of all, I'll go ahead to hem the lower part of both sleeves. So after that, I also go ahead to hem the upper parts, but I'm still going to leave some allowance for fixing my sleeve to the top. So I'll just hem it to a particular point, and then I'll show you guys how it looks. So guys, this is how it looks after I was done hemming the upper part of the sleeves, and this is how it looks after hemming the lower part as well. I'll just go ahead again to go and fold in the upper part. This is going to serve as a channel for the elastic. I'm going to fix at the upper part. I'm using 1/2 inch elastic for this project. So guys, after that, I'll show you guys how it looks. So this is it after I was done hemming the upper parts. Please watch carefully to understand this step. So guys, the next thing I'll do is to go ahead and cut my elastic. I'll be using about 9 inches long. So just go ahead and cut it, and then I'll cut 2 pieces of this elastic because I'll be using for the both sleeves. Then I'll just go ahead to pass it through the channel using my safety pins again. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also turn on the notification bell to get notified each time I post a new video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Please don't forget to also give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. So guys, after fixing my elastic, I'll just go ahead to use my pins to secure the edges. I'm just going to secure both edges. I'll repeat the same step for the both sleeves. So guys, after securing the both edges of the elastic, I'm just going to go ahead to mark out where I want my elastic to be on the sleeves. And for this particular sleeve, I'll be measuring 5.5 inches from the lower part, that's from the hem, like so, and then I'll just connect it with the straight line to the other edge. So guys, after this, I will go ahead to measure my wrist, and then I cut my elastic using that measurement I got. So this is my elastic. I cut it for 2 of the sleeves, and I'll just go ahead to pull, stitch, and also gather as I stitch. Then again, I still want another elastic on this sleeve, so I'll just measure 10 inches from the 5.5 inches, and then I'll just go ahead to also connect with a straight line to the other end of the sleeve. And I'll also measure my round sleeve, and then I will cut an elastic that is going to be the same measurement, and then I'll also stitch it and gather while I sew. So guys, this is the end result of the sleeve. This is how it looks after fixing all the elastic. I'll just go ahead to close up the sleeve. So like I said, I'll repeat the same step for the both sleeves, and after that, this is how it looks. So guys, the next thing to do is to go ahead and attach our sleeve to the main piece. So I'll just go ahead to stitch this down on the armhole part of the top. So guys, after fixing the both sleeves, I'll come and show you guys how it looks. So this is how it looks. I'll go ahead to hem the lower part of my top. Like I stated earlier, you can also use a bias tape for this. After that, I'll just go ahead to mark out the points where I want my buttonholes to be. I used about 2.5 inches spacing. So guys, I'll just mark that out, and then I'll go ahead to create my buttonholes, and then I'll also fix my buttons and then show you guys how it looks. So guys, this is how it looks. This is the end result of our top. I've gone ahead to fix my buttons and also create my buttonholes. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and also drop your questions in the comments. Bye, see you in my next one.